bad kitty. Keep those claws in your paws. That rhymed. Also, suck it. Welcome back to Monster Rancher DS. I took a break, had a sandwich, and I'm feeling a little bit better. Although I kind of left the game running, so unfortunately, I think Solaire here has lost a week of possible training if my math is correct, but it should be fine. Solaire feels fine. We got a battle this week. Yeah, I meant to rest you twice, but I only rested you once because I sort of blew through the first week leaving the game on. Monster Candy Memorial. Hopefully she does a lot better, especially now that her accuracy is so much higher after her incredible forest drills she had last time around. She now has a skill of 232, not to mention a brand new move. Oh, hey, jerk. I remember you. Let's see how she does now. 58%? Your accuracy is still garbage. You need to get that up. Let's see what her accuracy would theoretically be with the back row move. 66, that's not much better. My goodness. We really need to get that accuracy up, come hell or high water. She's not much of a glass sniper rifle right now. She's a glass shotgun? Question mark? Something like that. Either way, just gonna hang out till we get our guts charged. I'm still not comfortable sending her to the official E-Class tournament yet. Like, not until I start seeing upper 60s to not even, maybe mid-70s with this move. I am not a fan of how inaccurate she is. She's getting the crap kicked out of her. I've said before, I'm very curious how much of the RNG is honest in Monster Rancher, or how much of it kind of nudges things in one direction or another to make things more challenging or easier on the player. I always hope games are honest. Like, there was that famous post a year or two ago about a developer who I believe asked other developers for tips or secrets about how they invoked certain specific feelings in players, where just little tricks they program to make it seem like the player is doing a certain thing that the developer wants them to do. Like, one of the most interesting ones for me was in a particular first-person shooter. I want to say it was BioShock, but it could be a different one. That if the player was down to, like, their last 4 bullets, then their last 4 bullets would do a hidden critical damage, so it would feel like you barely won the fight out of, or with the skin of your teeth. But the one relevant to here was XCOM, where it was revealed that the percentages do lie to you when you play XCOM. If the game detects that you're doing very well, then you will miss more often, or get hit more often when you fire or take fire, respectively, for the game to make the game be more challenging on the player. And conversely, if you're having a bad time of it, if you've taken a lot of hits, then the percentage displayed will be low, and you have a greater chance of getting out of it alive. So I find that fascinating from a technical perspective, from a fan's perspective. It's very cool. Personally, I like games with blunt feedback that tell you exactly what you're getting yourself into. I like having the rules spelled out for me. But I see where such a thing would be useful. Like, if you're trying to evoke feelings, like the developers said they were, if you are trying to intentionally evoke a feeling, then it makes sense that you would kind of cheat things to get those feelings to happen. I mean, that's in all kinds of media, like in movies or television shows. You can easily cheat a feeling just by having the right kind of soundtrack or the right kind of lighting, that kind of thing. Like, you're trying to... It's why a lot of horror movies use weird, like, slightly off-key music when they really want to ramp up the discomfort, because that makes you uncomfortable. It's just the way the mind works. So I get it. And I can see the value for sure in all games, but especially in visceral games where you are connected, like a first-person shooter or an RPG or something like that. But games like this, like Monster Rancher, where the math is the fun, and trying to work out the numbers and trying to raise the perfect monster is the gameplay mechanic, I think it's better for the game to be honest with you and bluntly give you correct numbers. I'd argue even for XCOM, I would feel that the accurate math would be better because it's a strategy game based on the numbers and weighing consequences and such. So, personally, I always prefer games that are just blunt with what they do. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one. How do you feel? Do you prefer games that force those, like, cheat rules in order to evoke feelings, or do you prefer games that are just blunt and open with all their mechanics, even if it takes a little bit of the fun away? Let me know in the poll I created, which I think I can create over there in an iCard, but if I wasn't able to do that, let me know in the comments below. I'm still experimenting with iCards and seeing exactly what I can do with them, and I think I have the ability to do a poll, which is very cool. It's a Baku, because of course it is. So, 44% hit rate? Are you serious? Ah, get in there. Still only 83, even with the confusion. Alright, I may as well go for a somersault, because I'd rather have at least a coin flips chance. Jeez. Oh, I missed it. I missed the coin flip. What's that symbol over there? What is the X? Oh, is that push? Yeah, that must be push. Ew. Please don't lick my face. So... oh, boy. I know with Pokemon, the formulas have been revealed. If you go to Bulbapedia, you can see... Did you block that? Yeah, she blocked it. If you go to Bulbapedia, you can see a breakdown of every mathematical formula in every Pokemon game, which is incredible. It really shows you the exact ins and outs of the game. It's fascinating. And exact formulas won't help anybody who isn't like a speed runner. But at the same time, it shows you that it is hard numbers that gets you through your Pokemon adventure. So, I always prefer that. It just makes more sense in games like this. And another counterexample is the Madden series, because we all know Madden is scripted. They will cheat things a little bit to keep games tight, especially against human opponents, and it's just... ugh. I don't know, man. I prefer gaming to be honest, even if it's a little silly. Because games like, you know, the simplest games, like board games, have defined rules, and you can't really cheat numbers unless you just bluntly cheat. And I'm about to sneeze. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I might edit that out of the audio. That was really loud. Ow, my face. So, man, my accuracy is just trash. Even with all the boosts we gave her in the last episode, her accuracy still needs a lot of work. That or Raycast is just pure garbage. Maybe I should keep my eyes open for another errantry or drills discount. 2,700 for that. Good deal. Keep bumping the microphone. I'm trying to write stuff down. We might just have to settle on the fact that Solera is just not going to get very high. She may only raise to D class if I feel this uncomfortable keeping her in the fight. I wish I could get Starlight from other Monster Rancher games. because Starlight seemed to be good. I wonder if it had to do with her fatigue. 'Cause that was the first time we went into battle and she wasn't at 100% rested. Huh. We'll have to experiment. I guess I should send her on more errand trays or drills even at cost. Let's see. I think she's healthy now, so we can give her pasta again. I could go, like, all skinny for her, since she is a pixie and needs speed. Alright, let's head back into town and go on another drill, because I really want Starlight, so we'll see if we can get that. And we did so well the last time, we may as well give it another shot, right? Can't hurt. Where would you like to do your drill? Same place, the Ugalu Woods. Might learn a new technique. Awesome. I don't like dropping $2,000 on it, but better than not having the numbers we need. Oh, there's a parameter raise, so we're off to a good start. It looked like she jumped a couple times and then fell on her face. But whatever works. Yeah, roll that big number, I think. Hopefully that turns out well. Don't drown. Jump out. Oh, that's not good. Oh, but she didn't lose very much. Okay. It could have been a lot worse. 4. 1, 2, 3. Down for parameter. I have to say, this isn't fun per se. This whole board game thing isn't fun. Really. But it's enjoyable enough, and it's quick. So I like that. They don't make it as obnoxious as the frickin' errand tray. That's just a mess of a system. Alright, good job. Wow. It's not bad. Let's get her up to 300, and hopefully she learned a new technique? No, she did not, it looks like. That's okay. More pasta. I didn't have pasta. I did have lunch, but I just had a chicken and cheese sandwich, which was good enough for me. And I feel fantastic now. The Yakamura is taking a nap, and after we get done with our recording session, I am going to have to continue cleaning my apartment because I am preparing for guests tomorrow. Nothing overly crazy. We just, as you may know, if you're a fan of mine for a while, you know I'm a fan of professional wrestling, and WrestleMania is tomorrow. Although, obviously, it has passed by the time you watch this episode, but for me, it's tomorrow, and I still have work to do getting the apartment into some semblance of shape to receive a whole bunch of people. So, that needs to be done. I have dishes to do, and other such things to get to. But luckily, most of the work is done. The living room just needs a little bit of tidying up, and we will be good to go for guests. I don't often throw very many parties. I never throw parties, in fact. All I ever do, if I do anything, is little things like this, like for WrestleMania. Because I am not, I'm not really a social kind of person. I'm actually an introvert. I've talked about this in previous episodes, series, that I am very... The fact that I'm doing the show at all is very strange, because it's not the kind of thing that anyone would think I would have done when I was younger. Oh, hey! Hi, Pharma! What a rare treat! What can we do for you? I'd say it's about time you folks started thinking about combining. Combining? If you have a monster frozen in the lab, I suggest you combine it with this one here, and create a brand new monster in the process. What do you think? But if we do that, won't Solar be gone forever? Yeah, but once its lifespan runs out, it'll die anyway, so you might as well combine it to pass on its genes to the next generation, right? That's my take on monster life. Full pragmatism. Well, I guess. It would be nice for it to pass on a legacy. Right. And combining is the perfect way to pass on its genes, so that the new monster's parameters and growth potential will already be high from the start. Really? If you put it that way, how can we not combine? Never mind. I had to throw 3 things out of my brain filter. But if you haven't devoted a lot of love and attention to your monster, that'll have a bad effect on the next generation, so be careful. Well, you don't have to worry about that. There's plenty of love to go around. That's good. I'll be waiting for you at the lab, so bring your monster down at a good point in its life. We'll combine it with another one. Wow, Speeve, combining is like really deep, huh? Yeah, like the depth of your intelligence, Cleo. So deep. So deep. But, yeah, the fact that I do the show at all is very strange. I spent most of my high school standing in the corner and not talking to anybody for any reason because I was constantly scared of people and nervous. I was thinking about that the other day, and I don't remember what spawned the thought process, but I came to realize that when I was younger, I think I was actually afraid of people. Not hyperbolic. I was literally afraid of people, not just crowds. And I know that came from the bullies, because bullies just destroyed my faith in humanity entirely. And I didn't think that anyone was ever trustworthy. Even now, to be honest, and I hate saying this, but it is true, that oftentimes when I meet a new person and shake their hand, I wonder if they have a knife behind their back. Not literally, figuratively. But I wonder if what people expect out of me. Like, it takes a certain environment for me to meet somebody new and not immediately suspect that they have some sort of agenda that she must be having problems. She fell asleep in class. Damn it, Solaire! Oh, but you got a lucky guess anyway. That's really funny. But I'm yelling at you anyway. I don't know how much of that was cheating. That was just luck. But anyway. But yeah, like, it's meeting people for me. Even now it's hard, but it's not nearly as hard as it used to be. But it back in the old days when I was a young little tiny pyro, I would shy away from people immediately. Like, I would do everything I could to get away from people because I just didn't trust anyone, and because I was afraid to. I was afraid of people. I assumed everyone had bad interests in mind. I thought they would all insult me constantly, and it sucked, and that's no way to live, but that's the way I was living for a while. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. You're shaped by the bullshit sometimes, and my bullshit shaped me into a paranoid lunatic for a little bit. That was back when I felt I was legitimately addicted to video games. Nowadays, it's my number one hobby. And at the risk of this sounding like a smoker or a drinker who does not realize that they have a problem, I can stop anytime. In fact, most days anymore, I don't feel like playing games unless I'm doing it for the show. I still do. Like I said, it's my number one hobby, but I like writing, and I want to start working out more. Not anything big. I don't need to be shredded or whatever. I just want to look a little bit more fit than I am. And I have the interest to do all that. Not much time, unfortunately. Hopefully I can work on that as well. But, oh hey, the Rookie Cup. But, I just, I'm trying to get through all my awkwardness and such. And doing the show helps. Like, doing the show has helped me practice my people skills and mediation skills, working with the regulars and talking often in the Discord and that kind of thing. And part of the reason I don't use Facecam is because I'm afraid, legit, of using Facecam. Just a little part of it, not a huge part of it, but I don't necessarily want my face out there, or rather, it's another layer of openness, and I'm always scared of people, and I don't want people to hurt me, kind of thing. So this episode's gonna run long. So I don't know, man. I'm trying to do better. That's why I actually want to do more face cam on the show. Now, part of the reason I don't do face cam is because I don't want to take away from the game. That is a real reason. I do not want to take away from the game, and I don't want to... I want to show all the graphics, not just like 90% of it, and then have my face covering a quarter of the screen. But part of, that's only part of the reason. And the other part is the fear and nervousness of being that much out there. But hey, we're probably all different people when we were teenagers. But especially me, coming from a place of fear and loneliness to at least forcing myself to be social and learning how to be social, and hopefully being social enough that I can entertain you all, what with my gameplay and such. Bad kitty. Keep those claws in your paws. That rhymed. Also, suck it. Alright, so that is win number 7 on the day, and knockout number 7. We did a double tournament this episode, and we were done with it super quick, which I should have expected. That's 2,200 more. Maybe we can head back and do more drills. But she might be ready for an official E-tournament. But clearly, this tournament was super easy, so we'll probably stick her in another one to really gauge her strength before I trust her in the official one. But that will do it for today, and hopefully we'll chat about happier stuff tomorrow? I don't know. I never know what I'm going to chat about when I sit down to record. Regardless, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode.